Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm Ashraf Abi Saeed. I run the Gaming Academy with quite a few other people. Thank you so much for joining. It's so good to see you guys. First timers, welcome, ahla wa sahla. For anyone that has been here before, it's great to see you again. For anyone that is joining for the first time, welcome, right? I love how as soon as we started the presentation, the thing turned black. So let me just stop sharing and reshare once again. So yes, I'm Ashraf. I've been making games since almost 2019. I started working with Falafel Games, then moved on to Nifty Craft, and after that, I moved to Saudi to do something called the Saudi Game Champions. At the same time, I've worked on quite a bunch of stuff, such as the Gaming Academy, Arabic Games, the Lebanese game developers. I've been a speaker at different events such as Pocket Gamer Connects in Jordan, Gamescom in Germany, and even online with the International Game Developers Association. وغير هيك I've taught at a few universities, namely AUB, the American University of Beirut. So I've worked on quite a bunch of stuff that have to do with games, and I'm so happy to see all of you here, interested in games and making your own things. So what is the Gaming Academy exactly? It's something we created back in 2020 after the August 4 explosion to help people regain a bit of excitement in their lives, a bit of creativity, etc., etc. So what we do is we bring together different artists, game developers, business owners, game enthusiasts, etc., and help you guys make the games you want to make. All right. We also help amplify the voices of people that are interested in game dev. We put you in contact with the right people that help you make the things you want to make. And most importantly, we connect you with other people that are interested in games all across the Arab world. The reason we use English is because every single time I try to talk to someone from the edges of the Arab countries, we end up losing our like we stop understanding each other because of the differences in accents, and either have to switch to just formal Arabic and Fusha, which is something that is not very fun to speak, or English. So this is why generally we try to use English to keep it a bit understandable for everyone involved. Having said this, please feel free to ask any questions you may have in Arabic, and we'll do our best to answer it so we can make sure that everyone is comfortable with what's happening. So, where exactly is the Gaming Academy? Well, it's part of the American University of Beirut, specifically under the Sail for Change cluster, which is stands for Scholars Activists for Impact and Learning for Change, which is a very long thing, so we just call it SAIL instead. There are six different communities that are part of Sail for Change, and gaming and game development is one of them. So, if it wasn't for them, honestly, I don't think we would be where we are at the moment, which is great. So thank you to Sail for this. We also have a few communities that are supporting the Lebanese game the Gaming Academy, including the Lebanese game developers, EGD, Sudanese Game Collective, Palestinian game devs, Moroccan, UAE, AUS as well, Syrian game developers, Tunisian game developers, etc., etc. We also have Arabic games, as I've mentioned before. We have the Game Zanga and a few others as well that are supporting us in their own ways. If you guys are part of communities, in your own countries or know other communities that we should reach out to, please feel free to let us know. There's never a bad time for someone to start with this year's Gaming Academy, which is the really cool part about it. And we will talk about this a bit more afterwards. So, uh, when the Gaming Academy started, we had a different sized team. At this point in time, it's me and Dr. Wasim Al-Hajj. We have Karim Nadar. Anything that has to do with the pixel art that you've been seeing for the past couple of years, that's been him. And any spam you do not see on Discord or any roles that you have seen are basically because of AWACS. We also have a pretty decent number of volunteers as well that you can see in the chat. Volunteers, if you can say hello, if you can wave your hands or just, emote or something or just text, that would be cool. Whatever questions you guys may have, the volunteers, they've been with us for a while. They've been through the Gaming Academy multiple times, so they know, what's happening, what you're supposed to do, etc., etc. For any questions that I cannot answer because, I'm looking at the screen or something else, or you need any support in any way, shape, or form, they are the people to tag and they are the people to talk to. All right? I hope this makes sense. If you guys can just, spam in the chat and tell me that it's good, or if I should move a bit slower or something of the sort, that would be cool. And if we're good, then also just let me know. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Fantastic. Great. Thanks for letting me know that I'm doing well. All right. So, in terms of the timeline, what exactly are we looking at with the Gaming Academy? Well, today was the first session, but it's more of like an introduction to the Gaming Academy. It's what you can expect from now moving forward, etc., etc. So, our first session is going to start officially next week. It's going to be a game design session with someone called Mario from Spain. He's a really, really cool guy. He's been making games for a while, and he worked with me at Saudi Game Champions. And then we're going to have sessions as well from combat designers from different companies making some really, really cool games. You'll meet them soon. We're going to have local developers as well discuss how they started their own companies. We're going to have people talking about 3D art and creating that. And we're going to have a few more technical sessions and a few more business related sessions. Hala, there's one difference that we have this year that we're making that is different basically from the previous years, which is we're going to have less tutorial sessions, so less how to do the basics and more about how to survive or how to work through the games industry. The reason we did this is because all of our sessions that we've had before are recorded and are on YouTube. I will be sharing the link with all of you, and we will be sharing not just this timeline, but also what we expect you to watch and what we expect you to learn and what we expect you to ask of us as you learn and go on in your game development journey. Hello. One thing to mention as well is you need a total of zero experience to join the Gaming Academy. So if you or any of your friends are a bit worried that, oh, I'm not sure I'm good enough, it doesn't matter. Okay? You're here to learn, and we're here to help you learn. So please don't worry at all about the level of skill that you need to have in order to join the gaming academy. And as I've mentioned before, it's never too early to join, and it's never too late to join. So even if you join in the last 2 weeks of the GA, as long as you fill in the form, you're good to go. Hala, why would you want to fill in the form? Well, basically, at the end of August, you guys are going to submit a game or a small prototype or something of the sort that you've made that you're proud of. We're going to be judging these games according to certain criteria. And if you guys pass these criteria, which is basically the game works, there are no major bugs, you have a start, middle, and end, you created something that you're proud of, you worked with a team, blah, 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 you will get a certificate. Hala, إذا you're only interested in certain sessions, so for example, the let's say you're interested only in the 3D art session, you can attend that like alone. This is totally fine. But if you're interested in getting the certificate at the end, then we expect you to watch the sessions and we expect you afterwards as well to complete making a game or a game prototype. Once again, the game does not need to be something large. It just needs to be something that works. So if you guys have played the really old Mario, the side scroller one, where Mario literally just goes, jumps, and gets to the end of the level, if you create something as small as this, then you would be eligible for the certificate, unless again the game itself is a bit broken. Moreover, if there are certain sessions that you guys are interested in seeing or things that you feel like we're not covering, feel free to let us know. And in the next 6 weeks, we'll see if we can get someone to provide the session. And if not, there's us. We can always help you out in our own ways. All right. So, phase one, as we've mentioned, it's basically the online sessions. We're going to be focusing on the insights, as we've mentioned before, rather than just going into technical details. So, there will be a lot of people telling you how to start your own studio, for example. There will be a lot of people telling you how to create your games from scratch. There will be a lot of people telling you what it takes to get a job in the industry, for example. And for those of you not interested in all of this, again, there will be sessions that teach you the basics of game dev related stuff. All right. The first 2 weeks are literally for you guys to just form a game concept and to create a team. The teams can change. The teams can keep changing all the way until August 31. Okay? So as long as you have a certain team in mind, even if it breaks down later on, this is totally fine. And in terms of the game concept, we expect you to send it in so we can review it and make sure that you're not doing something too big. I saw a guy called Hadi join in a bit. Hadi, are you here? You know which Hadi I'm talking about. Um, if he is here, he will
Hello.
tell you. Of course, he's here. Fantastic. Hi, Hadi. So Hadi, in the first edition of the Gaming Academy, he had a team and then decided to go solo at some point for certain reasons. And he was like, "I'm going to try to make Skyrim. Please do not try to make Skyrim. We talk about this every single year, and we really do not need you guys to do this. We want you to create something simple, something you're happy with, and then from there, move forward with the kind of games that you are going to create. So you can form a team of one. this is totally fine. We recommend a maximum of 5 people in a team. And once you guys provide us your concept along with the skill level that you have as a team, we would be able to help you actually get to the finish line by week 8. In weeks 3 to 6, we'll be sharing as well a few recommended videos to help you make sure that you know what you're doing and you know what you're building. And again, if you need certain help, if you need certain support, we're more than happy to hop in with you, have a discussion, have a call, understand what kind of things that you need to do to get your prototype up and running. And then finally, in the last 2 weeks, you will just be polishing what you've built so far. So if it's one level, if it's 2 levels, this is more than enough. And that's basically what you will be creating and submitting. Once again, submission is good enough. You will be getting your certificate at the end, depending on what you guys are interested in. So what I mean by that is we have a few people that were able to equate the Gaming Academy plus its certificate to an internship, but they had a higher level of standard than that of the normal certificate. So let us know if you are interested in getting the Gaming Academy considered as an internship, and if so, then we will help you out in a different way than through the entire project, basically. Hala, in terms of the sessions are always going to be on the same time, Mondays and Wednesdays online on Zoom. We will be sharing a calendar link with you. I think Lena already shared it as well. The seats are going to be via Zoom. It's going to be a first come, first serve basis. However, I'm going to sneeze. That was so bad. Okay, alhamdulillah. All right, so the seats are a first come, first serve basis. However, we will also be streaming on Discord. So anyone that is not able to join the Zoom link, feel free to join Discord instead. All right. The duration of the sessions is a bit shorter than the previous years. So we're not going for 2 hours. We're going to go for around an hour, 1.5 hours, something of the sort, to make sure that you guys have time to join the sessions, ask the questions you want to have, and still have a good, summer, basically. All right. Some sessions are going to be recorded, others are not. It will depend on the speaker and what they talk about, because there are going to be times where the speakers will discuss things that are much more internal to their workings and to their companies that they may not want to share on YouTube. So if this happens, then these sessions won't be recorded. And sometimes, depending on the questions you ask, a session that may have been recorded and posted may turn into something that will not be posted because of things that they have said. Most importantly, no form of disrespect will be tolerated. Okay. We've kicked people out before for insulting people in certain ways, for disagreeing with a certain thing that someone said, and again, shouting at them or insulting them or saying something bad about them. So we have a zero tolerance for disrespect policy here. There are things that people say that you don't agree with. You can respectfully disagree with them, but I don't want to see anyone in the chat, whether on Discord, whether whatever, making fun of someone for who they are or what it is that they present themselves as. Okay? You can talk about ideas. You can talk about the different games. You can disagree. This is totally fine, but please keep it respectful. Okay? The topics that we're going to cover in terms of sessions have to do with game design skills, starting your own game studio, combat design, etc., etc. And you will see more of these as time goes on. Again, as we've mentioned with the game submission, you can submit it by yourself as long as it's playable, or you can have a team of up to 5. These games are then sent to a panel of judges that will either approve or reject the game. You will have time to fix it as well if you would like to, in order to make sure that the submission at the end of it all, uh, passes, so you can get the certificate. So the earlier you're able to submit it, the earlier we're able to judge it, and the earlier we're able to tell you if you're going to be eligible for the certificate or not. Okay? As we mentioned, when it comes to the certificate itself, we need to make sure that you guys fill all the forms, attend the sessions, engage with the speakers as well, and most importantly, create a playable demo and submit it on time. There are going to be, I think, 3 forms, which are basically just going to be the team plus concept, the prototype, and the polished game. So shouldn't be too hard. The kind of things you should expect from us, you will get a lot of resources available on our Discord server. The volunteers that have put the word volunteer next to their names as well are here to help, and we have more as well that will be joining in other sessions. The community that we have, I think, is over 1,000 people so far on Discord. So they're more than willing to help you out. There are a few people that know more than others, and we can help you get to them. And most importantly, you'll get a chance to discuss games and questions with world-class instructors. So, for example, we've had people from Ubisoft, we've had people from Pokemon Go, we've had people from Unreal Engine at some point, well, Epic Games specifically. We've had people again from local studios as well. So we're gonna have quite a few new speakers as well this year, that are much more towards, like, let's say, towards realistic levels, given the current state of the games industry. For those of you that don't know, the games industry is not doing very well at the moment, especially for bigger companies. So the focus has been much, much more on smaller indie companies creating some really cool hits. All right. If any of you are posting anything from your work on the Gaming Academy anywhere online, feel free to tag us as well, and we'll repost your stuff. We'll share it around by going to Game Devs Mina and AUB Sale. These are like the things that you should tag. Use the Gaming Academy 2026 as a tag, and most importantly, we do not own anything as the Gaming Academy that you make. Okay, everything that you have decided to make, from the games to the posts to the whatever, are 100% yours. Okay. So we don't want, what we want to see is we want to see you guys succeed. So any questions you have, anything that we can share to make sure that you guys get there, uh, let's do it together. All right. Communication is going to be via Discord and through emails. We also have a shared calendar that we've shared with you or will share with you that will be updated regularly. But you can also check out the sessions on Discord. We will be having them inside the calendar thing or the event thing. I forgot what it was called. All right. So this is basically it from my end in terms of an overview of the Gaming Academy. I'm going to see what questions you guys have right now. So just to scroll through them super quickly. And also, if anyone wants to ask a question, feel free to raise your hand and we can do this. Uh, all right. So the question we have, a game made during the duration of the GA. Yes, Lean. هلا إذا you have a game that you've already made and you want to expand on it, feel free to let us know where you started and we will see where you can get to by the end of it. Will we be working in groups or submit the games separately? We generally recommend that you have a group of 3 to 5 max, just because it's easier for you to divide the work between each other, especially since this way you won't have to do all the art, the music, the programming, the design, blah, blah, blah. However, if you are able to do it by yourself, feel free. But we do recommend that you chat with other people on Discord, try to make your teams, etc., etc. Would you like me to send the YouTube and Discord links? Yes, please. What about GTA 6? We don't talk about this. What tools are used in this program? So generally the tools we're gonna be using, uh, it will depend on you. If you would like, for example, we have a lot of sessions on Unity. We have a few sessions on Blender as well. We have sessions on what was it again? There was a pixel thing that we've used once as well. Karim Nadar gave the session on it. So it really depends on what kind of things you want to make and what kind of games you're interested in making. So the
أهلا أشرف. بس
مريم.
بغيت أسأل سؤال على
تفضلي.
السريع.
Yes.
آه الحين بالنسبة ل this program, do we have to code the games like as in like technical background ولا عادي we use like AI tools? I
Okay.
remember there was one I used to use but I can't recall the name, but I want to know what's the flexibility here.
Okay. So we recommend that you form a team with people that know programming if you don't know programming yourself.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you use the AI tools, they might not be the best. And I
Sure.
don't know how much you'll be able to learn from it.
Yep.
Um, Generally, I'm personally not the biggest fan of AI tools because of many reasons. Having said this, as long as you tell us what you are using and what you're using it for, you're not going to be penalized for it, basically.
Oh,
Uh, okay.
yeah,
But
got it.
okay,
Yeah.
having someone that knows what they're doing on your team is much better than just relying 100% on AI. Okay?
لا لا, I use Unity as well, but I just wanted to make sure I come from a technical background as
Okay.
well, and I know how to code. Is there any checking to
Okay,
see?
okay. So مثلا
Thank
let's
you.
say you're using,
Yeah.
for example, Claude or ChatGPT or whatever to like build buffer code or something of the sort. And I understand that the tools are available, so you might as well. But the important thing for us is for you guys to learn. So we're not here to just give you certificates. We're here to help you guys make something cool. So hope this makes sense. All right. Notice asking, I have a question if you can answer me. Would the internship certificate be important to anything other than college? Um, okay, this is a good question. The certificate mm, is for you mostly. Um, But what's more important is the game you make because that is the thing that you'll be able to add to your portfolio. Now, let's say you are applying for a job or something, then if they see that you've made a game, like a full game, this is going to give you a huge boost versus people that have not made something like this. In terms of does it really count for college or not, you will have to get approval from your university. We've had people send our program to universities and being like, hey, can this count as my internship? And the program will either be like yes or no. The university, sorry, will be like yes or no. So you will have to talk to your university and get it approved as a program for an internship. All right. Um, Again, Ran is asking what platforms or software are we required to use? There's no requirement per se, but if you tell us what you're interested in terms of specialties in game dev, we can let you know what tools to use, what tools are best for you to use. So, for example, I'm come from a technical background. If you told me you're interested in making hyper-realistic games, I would, for example, tell you go for Unreal Engine. If you told me you're interested in pixel art games and small cute stuff, I would say Godot. So it really depends on what it is you're interested in. And if you're not sure, then I might say Unity, for example. No one from Platinum Games? We can talk about Platinum Games later on, Ahmed. All right. Uh, let's see, there are six more. What platforms or software are we required to use? Okay, we've answered this. Um, Okay. How will the coding side be handled? That seems like a pretty big hurdle to making a game. So Bruno, it depends on what you know and what your teammates know as well. If you know nothing about games and programming and you're interested in that, we have quite a few sessions on Unity and how to program and stuff. Um, and if necessary, we can probably do one more if you would like. But so we'll share with you the stuff that we've had. They're made specifically for beginners with zero background in game dev on our channel. So we can support with that. But again, if you are in a team of people that are technical, or you have at least one technical person, we can help that person with the coding and see where it goes next. Regarding the game complexity, how do we know where we stop? Like, how can we decide what is too much or too complex for game dev? Also, I love the person just putting question marks on everything. That's very funny. Um, طيب. So regarding game complexity, how do we know where to stop? So as I mentioned, the minimum thing you need is a main character that does one core game mechanic, which is kind of like the main thing that they do, and a beginning, a middle, and an end. Where a beginning is defined by the start of the game, the middle is defined by actions that you will be doing inside the game. So for example, jumping, attacking, hitting, dodging, dying. And then the end is basically when you win or lose. Generally, games have a win condition, but some games might only have a lose condition. So, for example, what's it called? Subway Surfers only has a lose condition because that's when you end. So, in terms of complexity, the bare minimum that we are looking for is something as simple as a character moving left to right, jumping, hitting enemies, and winning or losing. We have tutorials on this all fully done already that you can check out. And if you're able to do something like that, that's more than enough. So I wouldn't say that like you will probably need, let's say, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks of part-time focus on this in order to get a game with the level of complexity needed to do it. So, um, yeah, I hope this kind of answers the question. Yes, I think it was Asperite. Thank you, guys. Okay. Can the certificate we get at the end be considered an internship certificate? Once again, this will depend on your university. So you can share what the program is with them, and they will either approve or deny this. Can we leave the meeting? Sarah, I'm not stopping you from doing anything, so feel free. All right. Is there a channel or platform for each team specific for team formation? Yes. In our Discord, we have a channel specifically for team formation. So you can go in there and tell people what you're interested in. Um, all right. If we have enough people that are interested in sessions on programming and do not want to watch the tutorial sessions, then we can add like a session on programming once again. Is there a particular theme? So there will be a theme announced soon, but the theme will depend, like the theme is a suggestion. It's not something that you're required to follow. For music, what do people use? I guess the team has answered it already, along with Milo, thank you. FL Studio, Ableton, Pro Tools, Cubase, Reaper, blah, 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 and GarageBand as well. Um, so yeah. These, I guess, are the questions that I have at the moment. Does anyone else have any questions? Anything else? Can you use Scratch? Absolutely. I've had people use everything from Unity and Unreal Engine to PowerPoint, actually. Someone was able to make a PowerPoint game where like you click on different parts of the screen and it just jumps to different sections. And it was basically just like a choose your own story path kind of thing. For game or art illustration, will it only be 3D or any kind? No, no, no. It's up to you to decide what you want to use as well, MJ. There's no you can literally do whatever you would like. You know, again, we've had people go okay. So at the moment, yes, we have a 3D session. If you are interested specifically in art or illustration as well, we have something about characters already set. We have something about backgrounds that we've done already. So these are things that you can check out as well. But again, depending on what is the most popular thing that you guys are interested in, we can add sessions as well on certain topics. Awesome. Any other questions? Anything else that you guys have in mind? Awesome. Cool. Workshops will take place every Monday and Wednesday, inshallah, yes. That is the plan. It will literally depend on you guys as well and when you are interested in attending. But yes, it's gonna be Mondays and Wednesdays. Um, do you have tips for designing good combat? I know this might be early, but it's nice to hear something about that. I take a lot of inspiration from Platinum Games hack and slash systems. Ahmad, let's talk about this on Discord. I think it would be better. Um, but also, again, we have a session on combat design coming soon. So I think you will have a professional expert person to talk to about this. But yes, we will have this. Yeah, Mariam, that's true. Awesome. طيب, do we have any other questions? Anything else? I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Don't make Skyrim. No one said anything about not making GTA 6. Um, Hadi, thanks. Okay. Uh, طيب, I guess we're good to go then. So if anyone else has any questions, so there's anyone else that would like to join at some point, uh, please feel free to let them hop in. We're more than happy to have as many people interested in game dev as possible to join. We're here to help you guys make something really cool. Uh, there's still time. Just send them the Discord link and feel free to make sure that we get as many people interested as possible here. How would learning from multiple programs work though? Like Godot is specialized for GDScript, if I'm not wrong. How would lessons account for that alongside Unity? So Ali, in a case like this, it's not about learning, like this is specific to a programmer, for example. But when you watch the sessions, even if you're not really understanding what's happening in terms of programming, what you're looking at is how to think of actually writing a game script or like game code. So yes, the coding language itself would be different. But if I tell you, first of all, this is how you would think about making a character jump, and this is how you would think about making them attack, and this is how you think about making them die, you're able to bring these skills from one engine to the other, to the other, to the other. Sure, there are going to be better and worse ways to work in every engine, but at the same time, it's all about how you're able to translate this info from one place to another. Uh, okay. Age range to join the gaming academy. Generally, we recommend around uh, we've had people that were as young as 16 join the gaming academy, and they did pretty well. They're now doing some really, really cool games. But we recommend it to be a bit older generally, so maybe first year of university, simply because they would have a bit of exposure to some of the topics that we're going to talk about in terms of the technical stuff. Having said this, as someone is very interested in game dev and is more than willing to keep up and put a bit of work on themselves, they can join from as early as 16. But yeah. Cool. If my university resumes in the middle of August, what do you recommend I do in this situation? Mira, it would depend on what you are most interested in learning, actually. So the sessions are things that you can still attend. The game you can probably start working with earlier even, and if you submit it early, congratulations, you're done. Um, but the sessions again are only twice a week. They're for 2 hours every week, so it shouldn't be too hard, I think, for you to join and attend the sessions. But again, they are mostly going to be recorded, so feel free to just join. to just watch them on YouTube afterwards as well. So yeah, cool. Final thing from my end. Um, the Game Zenga, which is one of the largest game jams in the Arab world, is happening soon. It's happening from August 13 to 16. So feel free to join that as well if you're interested in meeting more Arab game devs and seeing some different games being made from all over the region, basically. Well, that's basically it from my end. See you guys very soon. The sessions are gonna be beginner, so I wouldn't worry too much. I guess Demo. Cool. I will be on Discord now, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to hop in over there and we can continue the conversation then. Yalla. Take care, guys. Thank you.